Alright man, so what is up guys, Airball here and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be the best 6'6" ISO guard on NBA 2K26. So we're not going to waste any time, let's just get straight into the video. So we're going to go right hand, doesn't really matter, we're just going to continue. But starting off with the position, we're obviously going to go point guard. The height, like I said, is going to be 6'6". The weight, I went with 195. Alright, so that's just enough to get us lightning launch on, I think, gold. Which gold lightning launch honestly is pretty good, so and we can max plus 2 it if we wanted to Hall of Fame. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then the body types you guys see here, like we get decent body type for being 6'6", for being 195 pounds. This is really all we need in terms of the weight, just to get that 86 speed with ball, so we get that lightning launch badge. But starting off with the finishing stats here, we're gonna have a 69 on the close shot. All right, 69 close shot. So nothing too crazy. The driving layup is going to be a 75. Alright, so 75 driving layup. We get layup mixmaster on bronze and float game on bronze. So nothing too crazy, but we're not really a layup kind of build. This build does have some decent dunking though. We're gonna have an 89 driving dunk, which will get us Aerial Wizard on Hall of Fame, and also the pro contact dunks off 1 and off 2. So you know what I'm saying? I like the 89 driving dunk here. You can also use cap breakers to get up to 93, and that way you can get gold posterizer, which you can max plus 2 potentially to legend. And then the standing dunk, we're gonna go with a 40 just to get the normal standing dunk packages, because we are 6'6". We can actually get standing dunks on this build. Now moving on to the shooting, we're gonna go with a 77 on the midi. All right, 77 mid range. Then we're gonna have an 87 on the 3-pointer. What we're gonna do is use our 2 cap breakers from build specialization to get it from 87 to 89. All right, so 89 3-pointer, we get gold set shot and we get silver limitless. All right, so you can max plus 2, one of those badges, both of them. Well, you can't really do both of them, but you can go from silver to Hall of Fame limitless. You can go from gold to Hall of Fame set shots. So you can have both those Hall of Fame badges at the same time. And also, 3-pointer is kind of an expensive attribute, so you might as well just use your specialization cap breakers on your 3-pointer, because it allows you to do so much more with other parts of the build, as you guys will see. The pass accuracy is going to be an 82. Alright, so we're going to have some decent enough passing on this build. We're going to have gold dimer, so you can really use this build in any kind of game mode. I try to make this build as well-rounded as possible, to make it so where you can play on the 1s, you can play on the 2s, you can play 3s, 5s. Like, on this build, the 5s would low-key be crazy, because you can get, you get the good pass accuracy, so you can throw steamers down the court, you can pass your teammates, things like that, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go 82. If you want to go lower, I completely understand that, but, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to make this build very, very well-rounded. Ball handling is going to be a 90, so we get handles for days on gold, which is really all we need for now. You can use cap breakers on it. I mean, I don't really know. You can only get 93 ball handle. So if you wanted to, you can use cap breakers. I would just go with 90. So we get handles for days. And then lightning launch, we obviously want that on gold. So we're going to go with an 86 on the speed with ball. Because lightning launch, you guys didn't know, is probably one of the best badges in the game. It helps out a lot with your movement and rim running, especially is something we're going to do on this build. So we're going to want that definitely a lot. The interior defense, we're going to go with a 64. So nothing too crazy, but you know what I'm saying, we're going to have, for being a guard, we're going to have pretty decent interior. The perimeter is going to be an 85, so we get on menace on silver. We need to upgrade the agility, but we'll get that on silver. And we also get silver challenger, we'll get silver pick dodger, and we also get gold off-ball pass. So nothing too crazy, but we still do get decent defense on this build. We also have a 6'9 wingspan. I know wingspan doesn't really do much in terms of shot contest right now, but it'll work out. So the steal is going to be a 73, so we get interceptor on silver. And I mean, yeah, again, steals just aren't really that great in this game, so I would just go with 73, because I don't really think you need it that high, because steals aren't really that great. So you can't really get many on-ball steals, so I don't really see a point of upgrading it much higher than 73. The block is going to be a 74. But I know higher block than steal is crazy, but we get bronze paper troller, which if you wanted to, would be crazy, but you can max plus 2 to gold if you're, I don't know, trying to stop like a 6'8" who keeps rim running or something. You also get high flying denier on bronze, which I think is solid, and you can get chase downs, things like that. And I'm pretty sure both of these are tier 2s, so if you want to use a max plus 2 tier 2, then you can use them on that while still using a Max Plus 2 Tier 1 on another good badge, maybe like Handles for Days or Posterizer or Set Shot or something like that. So that's what I'm going to go with. Rebounding, we're going to keep at 49. And then the speed is going to stay at 86 because we don't really need too much higher. The agility is going to be an 80. All right, so we just need these badges. So we get silver on ball, silver pick dodger, which isn't that bad. Especially, considering the other attributes that we have on this build. I think having an 80 agility with those badges, I think, is going to be just fine. The strength is going to stay at a 50. We're not really going to be, bulldozing people, I guess. But, what I'm saying, we don't really need too much strength. And then the vertical is going to be at a 78. So what 78 vertical gets you is the pro contact dunks off 1. Like I said, you need 78 vertical along with the 89 driving dunk. So that's what I would go with. And then in terms of cap breakers, you're going to want to go +2 on your three-pointer from your shooting build specialization. So from 87 to 89, like I said, gets you gold set shot, silver limitless. And then if you wanted to use some other cap breakers, I would probably use them on driving dunk to get it from 89 to 93. And then you can use one cap breaker to get it from 78 up to an 80. So 5 cap breakers gets you the ability to get gold posterizer, which you can max +2 to legend if you wanted to, which I think is pretty nice. And then after that, you could use it on probably, perimeter. You can get that up. You can maybe get your ball handling up a little bit. If you want to make this build, kind of just to be more friendly with your cap breakers, then go ahead with that. But you can use it on ball handle, maybe try to get a little bit higher ball handle, try to get unpluckable, ankle assassin. We can't really do much with the driving layup. We could do perimeter to get up to a 90, but I would still want those other gold badges. So if you were playing to use 5 on perimeter, I would say just go with 87. Try to put another stat down there so you get 87 perimeter, and then you can use 5 cap breakers to get it up to a 92 perimeter, so you can get gold challenger, gold on ball, and gold pick dodger. But that's completely up to you. But that's what I'm gonna go with for right now, because I know not too many people have a lot of cap breakers, so that'll be just fine. The archetype name, I know that's kind of boring, but I know there are a lot of archetype names, but for some reason, a lot of the good guard builds are just called a 2-way 3-point slasher. It is what it is. We do have no weaknesses on the build, which is cool. Because, we can basically do everything. Like one of the main weaknesses when making a guard is the pass accuracy. Like, if you have a 71 pass hack, which a lot of people go with because of the silver dimer, you get a weakness in the passing. But it is what it is, honestly. We have 4 strengths here. Moves leave defenders lost. Sort of relentless, downhill dunker, ice invades from deep, and rarely gets caught from behind. We got good enough attributes. I know the highest badge being Aerial Wizard is crazy, but once you put on your max +1s and max +2s and your cap breakers and all that, I think it'll be a lot better than that. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post every single day on this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for daily uploads. And yeah, this is Airball. Peace.